hope you are all doing well. So, today I'm going to do my Glitterature part 2. It is for 2. Let's get started. For my Glitterature I'm going to show you what I read, what I like, what I didn't like. And I think this session is going to be maybe not so much like oopsie. So the first book, it's going to be this one, and this one in English it's called Unpredictable by Ellen Cook. And this is a kind of girly book that you can read, yes, because it's a book, you can read it, but this is the story with this one. I was like, yes, it sounds good, but I don't know if I am the only one, but I have like this huge pile of books that I haven't read, and I buy some books and I read the one I bought, but not the one I bought in the and this one was on my pile for like what, 2 or 3 years? Yes, it's crazy. And I finally finished it. Yes. Cake and done. So the story about this one, and it was funny because this one, be careful talking to my dog, because this one, the story takes place in Vancouver, so I was like, oh yes, nice. The story of this book is a little bit crazy. So you have the main character walk in a library, or it is a bookshop. I think it is a bookshop where you can find rare books, and you're like, oh, and weird books sometimes. And one day her boyfriend decided to break up with her, and this is like the end of the world. She got depression and she decided that the only way for her, the only way in the whole universe is to get him back, and by any means. So she is going to find someone to help her, because the new girlfriend of the guy is all about astrology and medium and psychic and all of this, and she is going to fake, to have some visions, to make them break up. And it's kind of crazy. You have all the training session, the guy is cute, but the ex, but it's funny, and she's going to be all in this kind of world and kind of like to play this, but doesn't know if she can have to hand this. And it was, I think it was a nice book. It was okay. It was okay. Yeah. Okay. The next one is kind of sick book, like, oh gosh. And this in English is called Knock'em Dead by Rhonda Pollero. And this is also a girly book. The main character her name is Finley, and she has like this kind of huge addiction for shopping, really bad. And I think she's in debt or something like that, but she can't stop shopping. And one day, one of her best friends is going to knock at her door, and she's going to say, oh, okay, last night I went on a blind date, and the guy I date, I found him dead in my bed this morning, and now I'm here. And it's like crazy, and it's going to be insane, and yes, it was good. This all this kind of girl like for shopping. No, I like it. I think I like it. Plus, you have the PI in this story. I'm like, I like this. So it was, yeah, it was nice. The next one is going to be this one, and this one in English it is Shire by Rachel Johnson, and I didn't like this one. I couldn't finish it. I don't know how far I get in, but it was like, oh gosh, it's painful. I'm sorry if you like this one, but it was painful. It's all about gossip, what your neighbors say, what they say, if they baby, how they can get them in preschool, and you have to pay, and you have to be rich, and oh, I hate this one. It is the second book, because I think it's the first one. She's infected for Notting Hill in London, and no, I didn't. And you have like 100 characters, like, I'm not kidding. This one 2, 3, is there like 3 page or 4 page at the beginning of the books full of all the characters, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is impossible to remember. But no, I didn't like the old like gossip stuff, and no, this was, no, did not like it. No for me. This one, I had this book on my shelf for years, and I couldn't read it because my French teacher when I was in high school told me I was too stupid to read books and I didn't get them and all of this. And I had this book and I wanted to read, but I was like, I associate this book with her and I couldn't read it. But I'm glad I did it, like years ago, it was years ago, yeah. Woo, my mind is going crazy. And this one is going, it's called Waiting for Godo, and this is by Samuel Beckett, and this is a play. And I'm also a huge fan, if you know me, I'm a huge fan of Gilmore Girl. And one day she was like making some reference to this one. I was like, this sounds good. And I don't know how I feel about this book, because this is a play that you have 2 acts. Bless you, boo-boo. You have 2 acts. And it's kind of a crazy play because you have 2 main characters who are waiting for someone, and you don't know if he's going to show up, you don't know what is going on, but you keep reading it. I was really surprised because this was more accessible than I thought. But I still don't know how I feel about this book. This is really this kind of book, like you have some metaphors and all of this, but it's nice. But I like it, and I'm glad I read it. I'm glad, really. But I still don't know how I feel about this one. And this one, it's called Opération Bonheur en français, in French. And in English it is the Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubins. I have started this book 1 year ago and I had to stop. And I was reading some comments because I was like, is that only me? Because I see it was Juicy Star 07 was raving about this one, and I was like, okay, I need to pick it, this book, but I couldn't find this in France. And one day I found it, but I love the concept. So the concept is you have this author who is going to each month have some goals, and she's going to try to achieve them. It's like singing for 1 month, singing every day. For 1 month, it's going to be tidy the whole apartment. For the other one, it's going to, for example, for the, I think it's the month of September, she's going to write a novel in 1 month. And it was, I don't know if it's the writing, it was good at the beginning. In the middle, it was like, not hard to read, but I was like, oh gosh, I need to finish this. And it's getting better at the month of, what? Yes, September, August. But after September, it's okay. It was less painful to read. But I was like, I think it is the writing. I'm sorry, I know, but I think the writing was like, and she, no, I like it, but not so much. And I don't know if I really recommend this one, but I like the concept. And I've kept the good one for the end. This is probably one of my favorite book for a long time. I think, yes, this is my second favorite book. And do you want to go on the... This one is called Think. And this is by Lisa Bloom. And this is mind-blowing. So I picked this book because I discovered, what is the app? Goodreads, thanks to Jen. And this was one on the recommend list, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. I downloaded the sample, and I was hooked, and I couldn't stop like read it. It was a little bit expensive, I had to say, but this book is just amazing, really just amazing, and I love it. And my best friend, I was like, one time I was reading it, she was like, what are you reading? What is this book? And I don't know what type of book it is. It is not a fiction, it is not a biography really, but I think it is a wake-up call for people to... I think it is a wake-up call for people to pick up some books and read again and call back your brains. And since this book, I have started reading again. I have started to have other interest for books that I haven't seen I would pick up. So now I don't know if you can see that, but I have a little monkey on my laps. She was crying. She's outside and she was crying. So the book Sink, it's like nothing I've read before, and it's really a really good book. I really enjoy it. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? Am I? One, as this book has something special, something like, I can't put my finger on it, but yes, she's going to explain you some situation, to want you to see some situation differently, to read more, to watch again the news, because I couldn't watch the news for a while, and I still have some trouble with this because I'm like, didn't like it so much. And yeah, you have to read this one because it is amazing. It is really amazing, and I can talk for ages about this, about how she's going to explain the situation, how girls, it's more for girls in a way. The subtitle, it is straight talk for women to stay smart in a dumbed down world. That say everything. That you have to claim your brain, and you have to own it. And you can be smart. You can be smart. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like this video, you can comment, you can subscribe, like this one. And don't forget to smile, don't forget to read, and please, please keep a smile on your face. Bye!